Hello my friends, I Mr. Pranab Oza welcome you to our YouTube channel E-Learning A to Z. In today's video, we are going to discuss another example of steel design. Here we are going to start example 2. Let's see the example. A simply supported beam of span 4.5 meter consists of rolled steel section ISLB 450 at the rate of 640 Newton per meter. The compression flange is laterally unsupported. Determine the design bending strength of the beam. Let's start the solution. First, I shall write the data given in the question. The span of the beam, which is denoted by small l, is 4.5 meter. Then the given beam section is ISLB 450 at the rate of 640 Newton per meter. Then for Fe 410 grade of steel, yield stress is 250 Newton per mm square. According to question, the beam is laterally unsupported. Now I shall note down the properties of the given section ISLB 450 at the rate 640 Newton per meter from the steel table. For this section, the total depth of the section is 450 mm. Therefore, H is 450 mm. Then width of the flange or breadth of the flange is 170 mm. Then thickness of the flange is 13.4 mm. Thickness of the web 8.6 mm. And R1 is 16 mm. Moment of inertia about x-axis, which is denoted by Ixx, is 27536.1 into 10 to the power 4 mm to the power 4. So here we have converted the given value from centimeter to the power 4 to mm to the power 4. Similarly, Iyy will be 853 into 10 to the power 4 mm to the power 4. Then elastic section modulus about x-axis is 1223.8 into 10 cube mm cube. Here also the given value of elastic modulus in centimeter cube have converted into mm cube. Similarly, plastic section modulus for the section will be 1401.4 into 10 cube mm cube. Now the outstanding of flange, which is denoted by small b. If you see the section, small b is the distance from the center line of the web to the extreme ends of the flange. So we know that the total width of the flange is bf. So small b is equal to bf by 2. Here the bf is 170 mm. So small b is calculated as 85 mm. Now you have to calculate depth of the web denoted by small d. If you see this figure, this is a typical I section, and here small h is the total depth of the I section. Here the thickness of the flange is Tf. Now the flange and the web is connected by an curve. This curve is the 1/4 of one circle. If I enlarge this portion, it will look like this, and it will have the radius R1, which is already noted down from the steel table. So if I have to calculate the depth of the web D is equal to total depth of the section H minus, this is R1, TF plus R1 for the top flange. Similarly for the bottom flange also the same TF plus R1 I have to subtract. So I can multiply it by 2. So this will give us the total depth of the wave portion of the section. It is calculated as 391.20 mm. Here the value of thickness of flange is 13.4 mm and the R1 is 16 mm. As the beam is laterally unsupported, therefore we have to calculate the elastic lateral buckling moment, MCR. To calculate MCR, we have to follow the clause number 8.2.2.1, where for elastic lateral torsional buckling the moment MCR is given. Before calculate the value of MCR, we have to calculate some other values. First we shall calculate the modulus of rigidity, which is denoted by Z, which is equal to E divided by 2 into 1 plus nu. E is the Young's modulus and nu is the Poisson's ratio. If I follow the clause number 2.2.4 of IS 800-2007, which gives the properties of structural steel we use for steel design. Under that clause, if we follow the clause 2.2.4.1, the modulus of elasticity of steel E is equal to 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm square, and the Poisson's ratio, here it is denoted by mu, is 0.3. So after putting the values of E and nu or mu, we shall get the modulus of rigidity as 76923.08 Newton per mm square. Now we have to calculate IT. If we follow the clause number 8.2.2.1, the IT is given. It is a torsional constant and it is equal to summation of Bi Ti cube by 3 for open section. For the flange, Bi is the breadth of the flange BF and Ti will be the thickness of flange TF. So BF into TF cube by 3 for one flange. As we have two flanges at top and bottom, so you have to multiply it by 2. Then for the wave portion, Bi equal total depth minus thickness of flange. It is H minus TF, and Ti is equal to thickness of wave into TW cube by 3. So if I put the corresponding values of BF, TF, H, TW, etc., we shall finally get the IT as 365,259.14 mm to the power 4. So Z into IT is calculated as 2.81 into 10 to the power 10 Newton mm square. Now LT, if you see the definition given in clause 8.2.2.1, LT is the effective length for lateral torsional buckling. So in this case, it will be the span of the beam, which is 4.5 meter or 4500 mm. Now distance between centers of flanges, HF. If you see the figure here, this is the thickness of flange at the top. Similarly here, this is the thickness of flange at the bottom. If I draw the center lines of the flange, it will be like this. So now we have to calculate this distance. To To get this distance from the total depth, I have to minus TF by 2 for the top. Similarly, TF by 2 for the bottom, which is equal H minus TF. So HF is calculated as 450 minus 13.4, which is the thickness of the flange, and it is calculated as 436.60 mm. Now we have to calculate IW, which is the warping constant. For that, we have to follow the annexure E of IS 800 2007 of page number 129. In that annexure, the expression for IW, which is 1 minus beta f, which is multiplied by beta f IY HY square for I section, is given. To calculate that constant, I have to first calculate beta f, which is equal to IFC divided by IFC plus IFT. Here IFC is the moment of inertia of the compression flange, and IFT is the moment of inertia of the tension flange. Suppose this is the I section, which has total depth h. Its flange is BF, both top and bottom, and its neutral axis will be at the middle of the section. As the section is symmetric, its neutral axis will be equidistant from both top and bottom flange. Therefore, for the top flange, its moment of inertia about the neutral axis will be same with the moment of inertia of the bottom flange about the neutral axis. That means IFC, which is the moment of inertia of the compression flange, is equal to IFT, which is the moment of inertia of the tension flange. So if these two values are equal, then if I put here in this fraction, we shall get BF equal to 0.5. To calculate IW, I shall put the value of BF as 0.5, then IY, which is the moment of inertia of the section about y-axis, and it is noted down as 853 into 10 to the power 4 mm to the power 4, and HF we have already calculated as 436.60 mm. After simplifying, IY will be calculated as 4.065 into 10 to the power 11 mm to the power 4. Now we shall calculate the value of MCR according to the clause 8.2.2.1, where for lateral torsional buckling moment the expression is given. We shall note down the expression and then we shall put the corresponding values. Here E, which is the Young's modulus of steel, is equal to 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm square. Then IY, which is the moment of inertia of the section about y-axis, is 853 into 10 to the power 4. Then LT, which is the effective span, is 4500 mm square. Then GT we have calculated. IW we have calculated as 4.065 into 10 to the power 11, and again LLT is 4500. After putting all these values and simplifying the calculation, we shall get MCR as 237.30 into 10 to the power 6 Newton mm, or 237.30 kilonewton meter. Next, we have to calculate the non-dimensional slenderness ratio lambda LT. If you see the clause number 8.2.2, which has given the expression for lambda LT as root over of beta B ZP Fy by MCR. So if you use that expression for lambda LT and put the values here, beta B is equal to 1. If you see the same clause 8.2.2, it is 1 for plastic and compact section. Then ZP, which is already noted down from the steel table, which is the plastic section modulus. Then Fy is the yield stress of the steel, which is 250 Newton per mm square, and MCR is calculated. And finally, the non-dimensional slenderness ratio is calculated as 1.215. Then I have to calculate phi LT. Under the clause 8.2.2, the expression for phi LT is given. We shall use this formula and then we shall put the corresponding values. Here alpha LT, if you see the code, alpha LT is 0.21 for roll steel section. As our beam section is a roll steel I section, so it will be 0.21. Then lambda LT we have calculated 1.215, and then again lambda LT value we have to put. Finally, phi LT is calculated as 1.345. Then you have to calculate xi LT. For that also you have to follow the clause number 8.2.2 of IS 800. This is the expression. We shall put the values of phi LT, which is 1.345, and again it is 1.345, and lambda LT as 1.215, and finally it is calculated as 0.520, and it should be less than or equal to 1.0. Hence the given condition in the IS code is satisfied. Now we have to calculate design bending compressive stress. Here FBD is equal to xi LT Fy by gamma m naught. We have calculated the value of xi LT, then Fy is the yield stress, which is 250, and gamma m naught is the partial safety factor, which is 1.1, and it is taken from table 5 of IS 800. So finally the design bending compressive stress is calculated as 118.18 Newton per mm square. Now the design bending strength of laterally unsupported beam as governed by lateral torsional buckling is given by, for that also we have to follow the clause 8.2.2. This is the expression for the torsional buckling moment, which is MD equal beta B ZP FBD. Beta B for the plastic section is 1, which is given here. Then ZP we have noted down from steel table, which is the plastic section modulus. Then FBD, which is the design bending compressive stress, and it is calculated as 118.18 Newton per mm square. So finally the lateral torsional buckling moment is calculated as 165.62 into 10 over 6 Newton mm, or 165.62 kilonewton meter. This is the bending strength of the beam which is laterally unsupported, and it is governed by lateral torsional buckling. So this is all about the calculation of design bending strength of the beam following our Indian standard code and steel table. So I hope you have understand the calculations For any queries, you can comment me at the comment section or you can mail me to my mail address. Thanks for watching the video. If you have liked the video, please share with your friends and also subscribe my channel. Thank you.